I had a real basic cold. Everybody in the office got sick and had colds, and it kind of just swept through us. And Friday afternoon, I was feeling pretty lousy, kind of got the chills. Went home from work early, went to bed, and basically stayed in bed Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, I made a doctor's appointment, went in Monday afternoon, and they rushed me from my doctor's appointment to the emergency room. They took my stats. My blood ox was like 65, stuck me in a wheelchair, rolled me over to the emergency room, and started doing a bunch of testing, trying to figure out what was going on, and put me on breathing treatments, and then a CPAP machine, and then I don't remember a whole lot from that evening. I know the next morning they put me on a ventilator, and beyond that, I have no memory until I woke up 4 weeks later. The first thing I really remember was my stepmother telling me, "You've been in a paralytic coma for 4 weeks," and the date and that type of stuff. And it was, almost April. It was the end of March when I finally woke up, and, couldn't move my arms hardly, couldn't brush my hair, couldn't get up and walk. I was kind of stuck. I had a trach and tubes everywhere, and it was just kind of, whoa, I came in with a cold. What am I doing here? So it was interesting, to say the least. All of the staff, as far as I'm concerned, were really great. Really took good care of me. Super caring, I actually still talk to some of the nurses from ICU. I've been in a couple times just to visit and take little thank you gifts. And, my goal was to get out of there as soon as possible. I am not a lay around and do nothing kind of person. So, it was very important for me to start trying to move and do stuff. And they were very helpful with that. Kathy in physical therapy was really great. Helped me to get going as soon as possible because literally she started working with me, and within 2 days I was able to get out of my bed. Of course, not very easily, but get out of my bed and move to a chair, or, they had this really large, strange, blown up chair that is supposed to be therapeutic, and it was just good to get out of the bed because after being in bed for literally at this point it was like 5 weeks, any kind of out of bed was good. So Kathy was great, helped me with brushing my hair and things that sound so basic that are phenomenally challenging when you're that compromised. I couldn't even lift my arms up high enough to brush my hair, period. Could barely brush my teeth. It was crazy, So Kathy was great. She helped a lot. By the time I left the hospital to go to rehab, I was already able to walk with a walker. I was walking down the hallway. And of course I was very winded and still had a trach, but at least I was able to get up and move. I really, really like that it's a small hospital and you don't get lost in the shuffle. Even when I went back for my follow-ups and stuff, people knew who I was from being there for so long and recognized me and, "Oh, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you doing all right?" There's a very personal connection. It's not just like, you're just another face through the room. I had Dr. Kennedy. I had Dr. Alkali. There were several other doctors that took care of me, some of which I never saw until actually after I left the hospital, like Dr. Din, who did my feeding tube and my chest tubes, and yeah, all the doctors were great. In fact, I was at Dr. Kennedy's office yesterday and got my final checkup, and he doesn't need to see me back. I'm good to go. Now that I'm healthy and able to move and not having any restraints whatsoever, I'm trying to do everything I possibly can and live life to the fullest, ride my horse, go to the lake, anything new I'll try, just get out there. Life's short, gotta appreciate it while you got it and take advantage of what you got.